Hey, how's it going? How's everybody doing? Today is Thursday, almost the weekend. Thursday, November 9th, 2023. Month is just cruising along, isn't it? Thanksgiving will be here before we know it. I love Thanksgiving. I do. I love food. Obviously, food. Family. It's always nice to spend time with family, especially around the holidays. Hope everybody gets a chance to do that. Unfortunately, as you get older and older, there's at least on the upward side, there's less family to spend that time with. So enjoy it, while the chance is here. So I look forward to Thanksgiving, and then of course, then the next big holiday is Christmas, which I always enjoy. Obviously when I was younger, I enjoyed it because I liked getting gifts. Now that I'm older and I'm a parent and now a grandparent and have another grandchild on the way, I enjoy it not for those reasons, but because able to give gifts and I'm able to spend time with my daughter and my grandson, and of course my daughter's husband, Jared. He's a great guy. But Christmas is one of those holidays where anybody else feel like the closer and closer you get to Christmas, the more you're worried about whether you're actually ready for Christmas. You always have that agony, that feeling in your head like there's something I forgot. There's somebody I forgot to get something for. Yeah. I do that like all the way up to like literally like the Christmas Eve. You know what I mean? The day before Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve I'm usually good because I've got everything sorted out. We usually kind of celebrate on Christmas Eve because I know my daughter and then her mother and their family do stuff on Christmas, so we all get together on Christmas Eve. Anyway, holidays. That time of year, right? What I'm here to do, obviously you saw from the title, is I'm going to bust open 4 more packs of the 1988 Topps Major League Baseball cards. These are the old, kind of like flat or matte finish cards. Basic Topps design. Ones that came with a stick of bubblegum in them. Where I got these from, I don't know for sure. I'm guessing they probably came in one of like the sports memorabilia mystery boxes I bought over the years. But I figured instead of just leaving them sitting up there, I might as well just crack them open and see what I get. Ones I'm looking for in particular, I'd love to pull a Nolan Ryan and Cal Ripken Jr. Nolan Ryan in particular because I have a couple of Nolan Ryan cards from the late 70s. So, I wouldn't mind pulling, I think they're from the late 70s. Again, I'd have to pull them out and look. But I know I have a couple of Nolan Ryan cards. Anyway, so those would be good ones to pull out. Right, because from what I've read, that when it comes to the 1988 Topps series, those two in particular are the two that either raw or especially graded, and if they get a decent grade, which I would think these, as long as like the centering's good and stuff on them. I mean, these cards, as far as their finish and everything, look like they just came out of the pack, because they are. And these aren't really going to see any daylight outside of just, well, actually, this room don't even get daylight because I've got other than like the ambient daylight you get just from being at daylight outside. Some of that light comes in, but not necessarily the UV because I've got the blinds closed and I keep the lights off in this room, so I don't think that one had. Maybe I already took a piece of gum out of it. I was gonna say I don't think that one had a piece of gum in it. But it's not like I want to chew the gum anyhow. I'll wait and throw that out in the trash can or out there. I'll throw it in here because the trash can's already full. I need to empty it again. All right, here we go. We got one of those little check card things. We've got an 87 record breaker. Santiago's 34-game hitting streak sets rookie standard. It's the longest streak by a backstop. All right, All-Star American League. For runs, we have Alan Trammell. We got Mark Langston. Expo leaders. Oh, you couldn't really see that. You gotta remember to hold it at kind of a. All right, Dwayne Henry. Don Robinson. Ken Howell. Jerry Reed. Not to be confused with the singer and actor that was in. That was the one that was in Smokey and the Bandit, wasn't it? Great movie. Ed Lynch. All right, we got a rookie card. We got Ellis Burks from the Red Sox. It's only the second rookie card I pulled out of these so far. We got Gary Gaiety, I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce his name. Tom Browning. Greg Booker. Eric King. Atlee Hammaker. It's a different name. Lance Parrish. I've heard of that. That isn't like it's a thing. I've heard of him. Barry Jones. Rob Nepper. Dave Winfield, Yankees. That might be a good one to sleeve up when I get some sleeves. Mike Diaz, which I'm planning on doing later this week after payday. Milt Thompson. Yeah, I finished the two. I think I was mentioning in one of my other videos about my work hours and stuff. I finished up today because today ended the end of the 2-week period that go on our paychecks, because we get paid every 2 weeks. And I finished the 2 weeks with 104 hours. So a lot of people complain about that. I don't. I mean, I bitch about it a little bit in the moment when I'm working and stuff. Most people do. You know, unless you really have a job that is more like a hobby and that you know is what was your lifelong dream to begin with. I think most people occasionally complain about work, but I do it in the moment. But at the end of it, you know, I don't mind. I don't mind working any hours. We got Mike Aldrett. You know, once I get some stuff paid off and everything, then I might not want to work. You know, then I might bitch a little bit more about having to work so much. But yeah, eventually I'll retire. Oh, I didn't even think I said the name on that one. Don Slott. We got Leon Durham. Doug Sisk. Steve Lake. Harold Reynolds. Carlton Fisk. I recognize that name. I don't think I'll sleeve that one up, though. Mark Grant. Another little insert thing. White Sox leaders. Charlie LeBrant. Robbie Wine. Candy Maldonado. Bruce Sutter. Eric Nolte. Chili Davis. Pulled a translucent card out of the stadium clubs of him. Jeff Sellers. Daryl Miller. Paul Kilgus. All right. Tony Gwynn. It's not a bad card. Joe Sambito. You know, some of these players, like the ones that the names don't jump out at me, it might not just be because they didn't do, you know, they weren't incredible players. And it just might not been, you know, introduced to them all that much. They might have been on teams that I didn't regularly watch. You know, unfortunately, you know, you deal with this pretty much anywhere in the country. There are certain teams in certain divisions that you don't get to see play that often. So you might not become as familiar with those characters, those players. But that's not to say some of these cards might be some decent ones that maybe I should sleeve and maybe look at possibly getting graded. You know, that's one of those things I'll have to look up. I'll have to look up cards, and if it, you know, when I go to look them up, if it brings up where some people have gotten them graded, then those might be ones I'll consider, you know, putting back. But most of these are probably just going to be, like I said, at most 5 or 10 cent cards. Not going to hold any big value. I'll probably just bundle them up into like team bundles or something, and see if I can get a couple bucks for them. Mike Mason, Dave Schmidt, Chuck Tanner, manager card. Another insert. Don Gordon. Oh, another rookie card. We got Al Pedrique. Al Pedrique from the Pirates. Set that over there. Terry Steinbach. Giants leaders. Jose Nunez. Jim Gott. Mike Moore. Zane Smith. Last few cards here, we've got Bruce Bochy. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce his last name. Al Newman. Whoa! We got a Mike Schmidt. You know, this year with Mike Schmidt, probably not quite as holds as much value as some of the other years, especially his earlier years. I do have, I know I have at least one. I'm thinking I have 2 Mike Schmidt cards from different years. Ted Simmons. 1. Berwingwer. Yeah. All right. I don't know about that one. Willie Frazier. And the last card out of these 4 packs is, let's see, Terry Poole. Again, some of these that I didn't set off to the side might actually have been decent players that, again, it'll take a little bit more investigation on my part. But we'll see. It'll be obviously a little bit of a time-consuming process to go through and look them up. What I'll probably do is I'll probably just pull up like a good price guide like Beckett or something. Comment down below if you know like what is your go-to price guide online that is obviously free for me to go and just look up and bring up and very quickly look up these cards. Let me know. Because, I mean, the only one I really know is Beckett. I'm sure if I Google, it'd probably bring up a few. But I know there's some out there that you have to, like, pay for, like, a membership and stuff to even look cards up. You know, I don't want to do that. I mean, if I'm going to do that, I would rather just, like, go to the store and just buy, like, the Beckett price guide or something. Which I might do that anyhow. Because I think I have one around here somewhere. But it's, like, years old, so obviously I would need to get an up-to-date one. But There we go. That was technically part 3 of this series so far. Originally, it was going to be 6 parts because we were going to do 6 packs in each video, but that ended up being much longer than I wanted. So we're bringing down to 4. So I'm thinking it'll probably be more like 8, maybe 9 parts. I don't know. It's the math. I don't feel like doing the math to figure that out. So we'll just call it as we go. But if you enjoyed the video, if you like baseball cards, stuff like that, give me a thumbs up. Why not? What the hell? Won't cost you anything. Will help me out. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. I do plan on slowly, maybe looking for some old cards. I would imagine I might be able to look around and find some old sets, or like old. I don't want like full sets. I got a couple of full sets of cards up there that are still sealed. But like things like this that stores would buy and sell the individual packs. I can buy maybe some older. I might buy a few of those, and then the newer boxes that they're putting out today are obviously a lot more expensive. So I can't go out and just buy a bunch of those at a time. But every once in a while, I'm going to try to look at maybe doing that too. Of course, I'll be doing my regular Funko Pop mystery boxes and other odds and ends, stuff like that. If I get to the point where I really don't have a lot of stuff coming in that I can use for content in my regular like unboxings and stuff like that, maybe I'll dive into pulling some of my CDs down or something like that. And I don't, like I said, I don't do a lot of editing and everything, so I'm not going to do like a picture-in-a-picture or be playing a lot of music in the video to where I have to do the editing and stuff, for copyright reasons. But I can pull out some of my favorite bands, some of my favorite albums, and just show it and kind of go over and give you my thoughts and feelings on that band, that particular album, some of the songs. So we'll see. Well, I'll find something to do to try to keep the content going. So if you're subscribed, or if you do subscribe, if you bless me with your subscription, I'll do my best to keep you entertained. What's the next thing? Well, obviously, will be the next part. 4 more packs of these cards, so make sure you tune back in for that. Hopefully, like I said, we'll pull a Nolan Ryan or a Cal Ripken Jr., but we will see. I've still got like 20 cards in here, I think. A little over 20. Or not cards, but packs. So, we'll see. As always, look out for yourself and everyone around you so we all have a much better chance of staying safe and healthy. Till the next time, take it easy.